EasyAgentPro, this is Tyler. It's happy 4th of July, Independence Day to those of you in the US, and I think yesterday was Canada Day or something like that, so happy Canada Day if you're up there. Got a lot of people there. Anyway, I'm just running payroll this morning and just saw some stuff on Twitter, some agents talking about comparing, like, is real estate corrupt, right? There's a lot of talk, everyone, maybe you don't know, a couple years ago, government passed some stuff about fiduciaries and financial advisors, and similar to the real estate industry because they're paid largely commission based, and they're advising people on a very, very big purchase in their life. Like the two biggest things you own are your IRA and your real estate investment, right? And so there's a lot of talk, is, financial industry corrupt or whatever. Is real estate, because it's all commission based, corrupt? And so I just wanted to talk about it, here on the channel, since I know a lot of agents follow the EasyAgentPro channel and everything. We talk to like 200,000 agents a month via our blog and YouTube. And, by the way, if you don't have these AirPods yet, like, Apple doesn't endorse, this is not paid endorsement, but hey, if you're in real estate, you really need these suckers. They're just fantastic little tools to, like, go about your day. So to go check those out, pretty cheap. I mean, it's only like 150 bucks. A lot of worse things you can spend that money on. What was I talking about? So real estate, is it corrupt? So what I was thinking as I was sitting here doing payroll for all of our employees, just sort of confirming the numbers our accountants did, is like, do you as a real estate agent, like, are you good enough? Are you providing enough value to be worth your commission, right? Or are you just out there, using the houses to get more leads, right? We talk a lot in real estate, if you watch any of our channel, real estate's like a lead gen business, right? If you're doing an open house, you're probably doing it to generate leads. If you're doing, advertising of a just sold, you're probably doing it to generate leads. Even if you're sending out postcards, you're probably doing it just to prove to the seller that you're trying harder than all the other sellers out there, right? It's not a salary-based business, which is why I thought about this as doing payroll. It's sort of like structured on that percentage of what you produce. And so is that conducive for, success? Zillow's rolling out, they're buying up the homes. Redfin has a program where they'll buy up the homes. There's a lot of people trying to attack the real estate agent as a whole. It hasn't really come up yet, but as the whole financial industry sort of evolved, you sort of start to see what could happen in real estate. So everyone, like, I've watched these Facebook groups, and they're like, hey, is the real estate agent dead? Are they gonna die? And I'm not one who really buys into that. For example, in 2017, the billboard market is hitting all-time highs. Billboard advertising market hitting all-time highs, right? And like everything is, right? Facebook doesn't replace, maybe it replaces some TV ads, but it doesn't replace all advertising. It all grows together as the whole market grows. And so when you think about real estate agents and you think about what they do and why they do what they do, a lot of them just like to help people, and they're probably a little sales-minded because it's a sales industry. And so if you're looking to really sort of stand out in the industry, if you're looking to be someone who gets leads, gets referrals, grows a great business over the course of, let's say, a 1 year if you're just getting started, or like 10x's your business over the course of the next couple years if you've been in the industry, I think the number one thing that I would focus on to be set up so that, if what happened in the financial industry where all of a sudden, financial advisors had to sign documents, they had to be fiduciaries, and they could literally be sued if they did not do things in their client's best interest, which, there is in real estate to a certain extent in some states. Some MLSs are more strict, less strict on those rules than others. But if there was a 2.0 of those efforts in real estate, what would your business look like? If there's a 3.0, if Zillow came and said, I'll buy your house for 10% less today, but you'll get that cash and you'll be able to move out, what you're really then moving into, if that's a world that exists, which I really don't think is terribly likely over the course of the next 10 years, over the course of the next 25 years, anything's possible. But over the next 10 years, that's, it's not really that realistic, I don't think, knock on wood. But what you need to prepare yourself for, and why most agents aren't really, so right here, if you don't have Slack, you really should get it for your business. Like, I don't know how you run a business in 2017 without Slack. It's free. Not a paid ad. Gotta define those, otherwise we're gonna get sued by someone. So what what you really got to pay attention to if you're in real estate in 2017 is how are you positioning yourself to either provide more value on demand than anyone else. How are you sowing a foundation so deep that even if even when these things happen, you're already providing so much upfront on demand that you're almost impenetrable to these other things, right? So if you're a financial advisor, the way you do that is by being a fiduciary, being upfront, say, hey, I'm legally required to have your best interest in mind. I mean, you can do that via video courses, blogs, emails. And the money's in the list, people. Like if you're not building an email list of 1,000 people a month in 2017 through Facebook ads, like 1,000 people a month, you should have that like right here on your wall in front of your workstation, and that should be what you stare at every day. How do I add 1,000 people to my email list, to my CRM this month? You know, you can do that with the lead site, you can do that with landing pages, you can do that with a lot of different tools just by going door to door and getting email addresses. There are a lot of different ways to do that. That should be the goal, and then the goal of that list is to provide value. So make a free course, right? I talked about that in a video a couple weeks ago. You make a free course, and then you have, after maybe making one course a month for 6 months, you've covered the 6 main questions people have. There are probably like 5, maybe 4 to 6 main reasons people buy or sell, right? They're new, like they're moving up from renting. They need to sell their first home, move up to the next one. They've just had a baby. They these things, right? Like they just got a divorce, right? So you make the courses on how to facilitate those things the easiest. They can take them right after opting in. And you really, that way, sort of own that educational market. So when it does turn to be even more of a service-oriented thing and away from, maybe real estate's been really good at dodging the used car salesman. Really, really good at dodging that stigma, right? All it takes is one Anderson Cooper video showing a shady deal go down in the industry. Sort of, you have to do something to stand above that, and it's really easy. It's almost free these days. You used to need to like go through publishers and pay newspapers and pay all these people. It's free, right? Anyone can put a video on YouTube. Anyone can do this. The only thing stopping you is you not doing it right now. So those are my thoughts. I gotta finish this. It's Monday here. Have a happy 4th if you're doing that, and if you're not, well then happy Canada Day, and for everyone else, have a good week. I'm Tyler. Thanks for stopping by.